0. Okay, it's more or less obvious.
Bästa hockeyvänner och välkomna att följa med Finlands andra gruppspelsmatch i årets ishockey-VM i Sankt Petersburg.
Officials of this game have been licensed and assigned by the International Ice Hockey Federation. Представляем судьи сегодняшнего матча, судьи Международной Федерации хоккея. The referees of the game are Timothy Meyer and Konstantin Olenin. Главные судьи Константин Оленин и Тимоти Майер. The linesmen are линейные судьи Роман Кадерли and John Killian. The starting lineup for Team Germany. Стартовый состав команды Германии. Goalkeeper, вратарь, number 51, номер 51, Тимо Пильмайер. Defenders, защитники, number 5, номер 5, Карбинян Хольцер. Number 10, номер 10, Кристиан Эрхов. Forwards, нападающие, number 43, номер 43, Гэрит Паузер. Number 57, номер 57, Марсель Гоч. Number 74, номер 74, Доминик Кафун. The starting lineup for Team Finland. Стартовый состав команды Финляндии. Goalkeeper, вратарь, number 19, номер 19, Мика Коскинен. Defenders, защитники, number 5, номер 5, Lasse Kuganen.
A short train ride from Finland to St. Petersburg, Russia, and there's a ring full of Finnish fans here on this Sunday afternoon to see the Finns take on Germany on day 3 of the World Hockey Championship. Timo Pillmeier gets the start for Germany. He took the loss in their shootout defeat at the hands of France in their opener. It'll be Mikko Koskinen making his second straight start for the Finns. He got the victory 6-2 over Belarus. So the Finns trying to run their record to 2-0 and continue a magical season of international hockey, trying to become the first nation to win the IIHF Under-18 World Junior and World Championship in the same year.
Sure looked good in their opener when they pulled away from Belarus. They've got the best line that I've seen so far in the tournament with Ryan A, Barkov, and Jokinen. And as always, they're well balanced. They work hard, and the Germans played really well. That was an evenly matched game against France in their opener, a shootout loss.
Germany will co-host the 2017 event with France. It'll be Cologne and Paris, the host cities. There's an ice issue to start things off. So we've got 3 games yesterday, 3 games today on a hot day in St. Petersburg. So the ice is going to be stretched to the absolute limit. Finns have won 2 of the last 3 World Junior Championships. We're the gold medalists in this event 2011 and have won medals in 3 consecutive men's Olympic hockey competitions. Silver and 2 bronzes. The only country to win a medal in each of the last 3 Olympics with NHL participation.
Lots of young players. They're not going to dip. This is a pretty good time for Finnish hockey, as you mentioned.
Dominic Cahoon comes busting in. The save is made by Koskinen, and Cahoon added to the lineup today by the Germans, along with Garrett Fauser. So the Germans are now at their 22 skater limit. Let's see, Kari Ilonen and Marco Sturm, the coaches. Sturm had a long career in the NHL, 15 years. Ilonen had a short one, parts of 2 seasons with Edmonton and Calgary, but he made history, the first man to play for both teams. They don't make a lot of trades, those two.
Certainly not back in the day.
No. The only thing they traded back in the day was punches. Albanian Pulser, the Anaheim Ducks is back for it. Germany finished 4th in this competition in 2010, their best finish in the last 25 years. They've been 7th the last couple of years. 10th the last couple of years. And yes, Finnish fans do like to have a good time.
We're going to have to do some work, though, to catch up to the Hungarians who were on fire for 3 hours earlier today.
I think what's happened, Ray, is the Hungarian fans have taken the seats that the Finnish fans were occupying in the beer tent outside.
They just changed?
Yeah, just can't drink beer in the building, so you have to head outside of the tent. Mueller goes back for he lost the puck. And Sebastian Aho along with Mikko Koivu. And Mikael Granlund's forward line. The long shot drifts down. Pielman makes the save on the shot by Topi Jakala.
Mikael Granlund had a terrific opening game as well, while Laine had all of the headlines. Granlund had a couple of goals and an assist in the opener as well. There is Patrick Laine, and just a few years after Leon Draisaitl went 3rd in the draft, looks like Laine is going to beat him by 1.
At least. Just thought I'd open that can of worms.
Just open the can if you want. I think Laine is a terrific player. Positionally, Matthews is a center, and to me, Matthews is the pick.
There's almost no one who makes a living in hockey who thinks that Matthews won't be the first overall pick.
No, just muckrakers like you trying to stir it up.
Laine almost got clipped there by Dennis Royal.
Royal had a good game yesterday. He was a wrecking ball, in particular in the 3rd period, had a couple of really good blocks.
And now sent down to Laine, save made by Pielmeyer, rebound, and Laine couldn't get to it as Marcus King took it away. And now Royal battled down the corner. Royal spent much of this year injured, a former junior player in the Quebec League. There's a hard shot taken by Antti Salmela, turned away by Pielmeyer. So here's the vagaries of the IIHF stats system. Damien Fleury scored the shootout winner for France yesterday. He gets credit for a goal. Thibaut Pielmeyer gets charged a goal against and the loss. Cristobal Huet does not get a win for France.
If you can come up for the logic of that one, I'd really like to hear that. The first 2, okay, I'm on board with that. You know, Pielmeyer was in goal.
Yeah.
You get a loss. And Fleury did score. Sure, you get a goal. But doesn't somebody have to win then?
You think. They played an anthem after the game. Salmela throws it down. And Philip Gogula goes racing to it. He put Finland's Antti Ultima up high. There's no penalty coming, and Ultima's heading back to the Finland bench. Polkinen walks in and shoots from his short side. Up the other side is Mika Pierala. And Pierala feeds it back to Salmela. Nancy Salmela plays for Brynäs in the Swedish league. And Pierala seals the wall there. Is moved back by Felix Schutz. He finds Brooks Masek, the Winnipeg native. Flips up line to finish goal.
Masek, a draft choice of the Detroit Red Wings, a 4th-round pick. Had a pretty good year, 21 goals in 52 games in the DEL this year.
And for Israel over the German league, and Topi Jakala fires that wide. Now a stumble in the corner that allows Pierala to pick it up. Fires it down low and finds Leo Komarov. Interference is called by referee Tim Meyer of the U.S. This will be Leon Draisaitl. Will it? No, it's not.
I think this is a Finnish player. Against Jätinen. He's going to go to the box here. There's the interference as he runs obstruction for Patrick Reimer. Oh, there's the hit on Otoma. As Gogula goes over to play the puck, his elbow gets up and clips him. You can see right where he got hit, right below the ear, but he looks okay, still on the Finnish bench. So the German power play that was 1 for 6 in the opener, Tobias Rieder from the Arizona Coyotes who scored. They'll get the game's first chance.
And Christian Ehrhoff works the back end of the power play.
Hope he got a skate sharpened. He was, oh my God, how many times did he fall yesterday?
3 times in the first period. It looked like he stepped on coins.
And always a terrific skater. Not yesterday.
Draisaitl swings it back to Ehrhoff. Across to Dominic Cahoon. And now Cahoon leaves it back in the corner for Draisaitl. Cahoon back to Draisaitl. On the goal line, Cahoon comes in and a quick shot turned away by Mikko Koskinen. And the officials during the last stoppage were back over talking to Koskinen, whose sweater isn't long enough and keeps getting hung up in his pants. That was a frequent topic with the officials in Finland's opener. It was a long drive and a glove save made by the 6'7" Finnish netminder.
His 3rd year in the KHL for Koskinen, who you mentioned his size, 6'7", makes apparently finding a garment a bit of a challenge.
Plays in St. Petersburg, not in this rink. The local KHL team plays on the outskirts of town in a much larger building. Ilya Kovalchuk hangs his hat these days, sometimes. Way out to play it is Pielmeyer, and then shoots, throws it back towards the goal. And falling is Daryl Boyle, a train wreck here for the Germans, and Mikko Koivu picks it up. Koivu walks back in front, and couldn't pull the trigger on the short-handed chance, but he lures the Germans into a penalty that will negate the power play as Daryl Boyle has to go out.
What could go wrong when your goaltender's 50 feet out of the net and your defense decides to pass the puck backwards towards the open net? Daryl Boyle stumbles, and Koivu makes a very strong move from below the goal line. There you see the right hand is hooked onto the pants of Koivu. Nice effort by the Finnish captain, and it's 4-on-4.
And Koivu stays up for the 4-on-4 along with Granlund.
Looks like Koivu's got a new coach in Minnesota.
Yeah, sounds like it. Bob McKenzie and Darren Dreger reporting overnight here in Russia that Bruce Boudreau is going to take the job coaching there, replacing interim coach John Torchetti and Mike Yo, who was fired before them. And now Koskinen pounces on that loose puck. Here's a look at Garrett Fauser, who draws in for Germany.
A couple of years in the Quebec League, eh?
Played for Gatineau. Played a World Junior for Germany. Had a good year for Wolfsburg. They went to the German League Championship where they fell to Munich. Munich again won the German League Championship under coach Don Jackson. Billy Polka plays it around for Esa Lindell. Now, the Finns got Lindell late with some injuries. Both the Dallas Stars and their American League team in Austin are still playing. So unusual that Lindell would be made available, but maybe Dallas couldn't say no to Jari Lehtinen, who played so well for him for so long. He's the GM of this Finnish team.
Well, and perhaps there's not a handful of general managers that might see this tournament as
Polka comes in with a hard drive.
As much of a building block as Jim Hill would in Dallas. And so Lindell, who is a really good young prospect, had an excellent year with 14 goals in the American League. Made his NHL debut in January, is here for the Finns.
There are few GMs in the league who believe in international hockey more than Nil at the World Junior level or the World Championship. Laine drops it back. And the rink-wide pass from Jokic to Barkov. Alexander Barkov busts in, falls and can't get a shot away. Now Komarov pokes it back to Hietman. Power play now for the Finns. As Barkov sets it up for Jokic. You see Jokic works in. Rink-wide he goes, Laine a drive. Holzer might have got a stick on that to knock it wide. Laine winds and fires again, scores! Patrick Laine, a bullet shot, a power play goal. He's got 3 in 2 games.
Gord, I was watching him on the power play, and he looked, his posture and such looked a lot like Alex Ovechkin on the power play. He didn't move 5 feet. Once he got into the top of that left circle, he's pretty well camped out. He misses the one shot. He took 2 strides to the top of the circle to reset, and then he's in the same spot. Yet that his pass is right on the tee. And Patrick Laine hammers home his 3rd in the tournament.
The youngest player ever to score for Finland at the World Championship has now scored 3 in 4 periods.
And number 36, UC Jokinen.
And a continuation of extraordinary year for Laine. Scored 7 goals in 7 games. The Finns won the World Junior Championship on home ice. Terrific year for Tempera as they won the Finnish Elite League title. He won the Jari Kurri Trophy as the top player in the playoffs.
Another German penalty here is going to be Draisaitl.
Salon plays it across to Koivu. Before Rick White, Polkanen lined up. Salmon shoots, and that appeared to hit his teammate as it struck Antti Pilström in front. Koivu back for Salmon.
Remember, if the Finns score here, they still get a power play.
Polkanen tees it up and hammers out about 5 feet wide.
Another international rule.
Koivu, Polkanen takes the return pass, tees it up for Salmon, back to Polkanen. They play pitch and catch. The referee's going to lose feeling in his fingers here in a minute as Koivu picks it up. Salmela right on the line and finally ticked out there by Tobias Reeder, but play continues. The NHL should look at this rule. If you score with the extra skater on, the penalty still applies.
Yeah, I don't know why they wouldn't. I mean, there's really no change to the game except you're going to not lose power plays. I wouldn't even know how many times it happens, but it seems like it should be.
Granlund throws that through the middle, finally touched up by Konstantin Braun. And the Finns up 1-0. We'll go to the power play when we come back.
Germany, number 29, Leon Draisaitl. 2-minute penalty for hooking. За задержку соперника клюшкой малым штрафом наказан игрок команды Германии Леон Драйсайтл, номер 29.
So Leon Draisaitl goes off for a hooking for Germany. And Patrick Laine and the Finns are going back to the power play.
Draisaitl goes to the box. Laine starts to drool as he gets to come back out for the power play. And I'll tell you, I don't know what Jussi Jokinen's going to do when he retires, but my guess is he's going to coach. If he ever retires, he's going to coach. When he came over to Dallas, Dave Tippett talked about how well prepared he always was. How he became the the next Jerry Lettinen, who Tippett referred to as his closer, his cleanup guy. When things were messy, he put Lettinen on the ice. That's what Jokinen is. Jokinen is out there coaching this Finnish power play as they get set to start.
Barkov walks in and shoots. Off the leg of Holzer up and out of play.
Koivu draws the penalty driving deep, and Darryl Boyle takes the holding penalty. And there's Lyone's rocket. The way you have to penalty kill against that power play is get somebody in front of Hietinen at the top and somebody to shield towards Laine. Let Jokinen have the room. If somebody's going to have room, let it be Jokinen on the other side. Not Laine to unload that ungodly thing from the left circle.
Scramble draw, controlled by Germany, and Royal sends it down.
The right side defenseman must love this on the power play, or on the penalty kill. If you're out there against a guy like Laine or Ovechkin, you got to stand there and block this. You know the coaches are yelling at him, get in the shooting lane. Oh, really?
You first. Laine for the loose puck. Rock back at the point, and get it set up. Hietinen for Laine on the other side of the ice. He'll drift over down to the left. And here they go. Jokinen into Barkov. In, shoots. Gilmar makes the stop. It goes to Laine. Centers it, backside he goes. Jokic shoots, tipped in front, they score. Leo Komarov got a piece of it, and it's 2-0 on a pair of power play goals.
Germany was 3 for 3 against France, killing penalties. A little bit different power play here. Laine crisp side-to-side pass to Alexander Barkov. Barkov goes right back across to Komarov. Germany has the puck, they don't get it out. Nice play by Hietinen to keep it alive. One cross-seam pass from Barkov to Laine, right back. Oh, that's Jokinen, my mistake. Jokinen to Laine, and then Jokinen right across to Leo Komarov. What a gorgeous feed. That pass from Jokinen to Laine and in reverse were so quick, the Germans weren't able to deflect it. Their stick's not quite in the right lane, and 2 power play goals, and the Finns are out in the first 10 minutes, 2-0.
Shooting there by Sinanakdag for Germany, and Koskinen holds that for a face-off. Komarov, the 29-year-old, with 19 goals and an injury-shortened season for Toronto this year.
When that pass goes across, Marcel Gottsch has got a stick in the air. It goes right through his feet, or right through where his feet and stick are, goes to Jokinen, and then it's in the net. We always talk here and talk about details and the way you've got to have stick position. That's it right there. Marco Sturm was a terrific penalty killer in his day, and they're going to have to go to a little video here, take a peek at this as the Finns have shredded him on 2 early power plays.
Now Koivu picks it up, comes dashing in, plays it across for Granlund, flips it back in front. That drive's just wide. Now Hietinen back with it for Jakala. Kofi Jakala's shot, it dribbles down towards the goal, and Timo Pielmeier pounces on that.
The Germans have hurt themselves here with the 2 goals against. We go back to that first penalty. When they had the puck outside their own blue line, they turn it over. Darryl Boyce takes the holding penalty. And then on that last power play goal, they have control of the puck. They don't get it out of the zone, and 3 passes later, it's 2-0.
Right. Mirala, tied up there by Sinanakdag. Now scooped up by Konstantin Braun. Backhanded down for the Germans. Ville Pukka, second-round pick of the Islanders, subsequently traded to the Chicago Blackhawks in the Nick Levy deal. And Pukka has it back. Played for Rockford, the American League this year. He figures to be a fixture in the Chicago lineup in the very near future. Haggard plays it back to Brown. Now scooped up by Yannick Seidenberg. His pass off the stick of Pukka and back down the German zone. Mueller picks it up. Up for Draisaitl. DeRoyal. Teuvo Pulkkinen lifts it high in the air, racing to it is Antti Pilström, and Pilström gets there first. That's slammed by Royal in the corner. And now Pulkkinen has it back. Pulkkinen drops it back. Lassi Kukkonen hammers off the end boards looking for the bounce. Pilström centers it and finds Salminen. In behind the goal to Pulkkinen. Leon Draisaitl takes that away. Counts it back in front to Royal. Picked up by Patrick Reimer, who led the German league in goals and points this year. Played for Nuremberg in the German league along with likes of Steven Reinprecht and Danny Heatley. And in comes Laine across the line. Alexander Barkov, tied up there by Ehrhoff.
I'm getting the feeling the top 3 teams in this draft are going to be really happy when it's all said and done.
So the Finn who's not here is Jesse Puljujärvi, who was nicked a little bit in the Finnish League playoffs. This is not a tournament, Greg, where normally draft-eligible players prosper. Very few of them even make their teams, never mind dominate. You've got 30 and 35-year-old players playing here that have been around a long time.
And there's lots to like here about Patrick Laine. I don't want to make this sound like it's a negative against him, but he's got 3 goals in the tournament. 2 of them, one's a 5-on-3, one's a one-timer on the power play. You know, he's 5-on-5. It's difficult for him. He's just a kid.
And he's I
was going to say, how can you not love how he plays or what he does? But it's going to get harder during the tournament here. You know, he's had Belarus and Germany so far.
It's day 3. Right now, he's a tournament point leader with 5. So that'll get people excited. Now, if Matthews goes to Toronto as expected, Winnipeg gets Laine, and then Columbus gets Jesse Puljujärvi. All 3 teams are happy. And there's more to come after that.
He is flying with Finnair right now. 5 points early on. Remember when we came over here and we got to have these big billboards in front of our house. Is it Warstenheim?
Warsteiner, the beer.
Well, we found out what it was rather quickly.
The greatest prize in the history of hockey. Eric Lindros was the MVP of the World Championship in 1993 and won 2,000 liters of Warsteiner beer.
Oh, how much is that? I mean, I don't...
Well, a bottle's about 500 milliliters, so say 2 bottles to a liter. That's 4,000 bottles of beer.
Here's my address, please deliver.
They did. Well, where would you like it, sir?
I mean, you get a plaque, that's nice and all that, but they are onto something there.
Yeah, that ties to the last one, well, in many respects. That was a good one.
Do you have any light beer? No. What I have here is 4,000 bottles.
Liberty Lindbrow's grandchildren, Nicky Warsteiner. Plays offside at the German line. 6:08 to go. 2 power play goals for Finland. They're up 2-0. On this Finnish team, a gold medalist for them in 2011 when they had just 5 NHL players. Captain with Mikko Koivu that year. It's his 7th World Championship for the Finns. And also played the Olympics for them. 6 to go here in the opening period. Finns trying to run their record to 2-0. They'll take on the United States on Monday, and I know there will be some 40 skaters in that game, but the focus will be on two, Austin Matthews and Patrick Laine.
Matthews had an awesome night last night, just 2 beautiful goals and an assist as well. The day after Laine opened the tournament with 3 points.
Reeder, trying to take a return pass from Reimer. Now Tobias Reeder, a long shot, tipped right on it, skipped. And Koskinen makes a nice save.
The referee just went by and told Koskinen to pull his jersey down. That's the second time I've seen in the last 5 minutes. Here's the deflection.
And you can see how it's tucked into the back of his pants.
Well, he's got his tie down. Tied. I don't know if he's planning on getting into a scrap later on.
Yeah, maybe.
But they might need to sew an extension on the back of that thing. I mean, technically, they can give him a penalty, I guess, if they'd like to.
Yeah, in theory, you can. I've never heard of not in recent years, of a goalie's sweater being too short. It used to be they were too long. They always wanted them down on their knees to cover more net.
Way back in the day, they used to be too tight. These guys weren't built like the goalies of today.
Moritz Mueller fires it down for Germany. Picked up by Topi Jakala. And now Barkov finds Laine. Centering pass for Barkov. Just reached and tapped it wide. A penalty coming again to Germany. It'll be a hooking call. It'll go against Royal. And so this dangerous Finnish power play will go back to work, and Laine is going to stay out for it.
This is the tail end of the play. There's the penalty on Royal, but that started behind the Finnish net with a really nice breakout pass to Jokinen to Barkov, and back to Jokinen across the line. A really nice puck movement by the Finns. They negotiated the 200 feet of the ice rather quickly, forced the Germans into a penalty, and the German penalty killers are reeling, giving up 2 goals already.
Off the face off, picked up by Ehrhoff. And Bowser gets to the line, but not out. Gloved down by Laine. Now Laine sets it up. Backhands it in front for Barkov, and then gets it right back. Laine tries that cross-ice pass, knocked down by Gotch, and Gotch sends it down the ice.
Gotch got burned, remember, on that last goal with his stick in the air. The veteran here has his stick back down to deflect that pass away.
Hietanen snaps it ahead for Jokinen, that was poke checked neatly by Holzer and sent back down to the Finnish zone. Hietanen for Granlund. Mikhail Granlund works in. Komarov plays it back. Lindell with a bullet shot that goes wide. Seidenberg picks it up and rings it around to get it out. Under 4 to go now in the first period. Finland a 2-0 lead. Brought into play offside at the German line.
Not much going on this power play for the Finns as Germany's been able to close down those cross-seam passes that have been so problematic here in the first period.
In Moscow this hour, Norway taking on Switzerland. They're tied at 1 in the first period. Switzerland lost in a shootout to Kazakhstan in its opener. In a game that featured, among other things, a shot from 150 feet out to beat Swiss goaltender Reino Berra. Didn't skip, just beat him. And with all the overtime games going on now, the standings get interesting because under the IIHF format, 3 points for regulation win, only 2 for a shootout or overtime win.
Well, that other side looks like it's going to be a mess before it's over, doesn't it? Which is awesome. There's teams leapfrogging each other all over the place once you get 4 and 5 games into the round robin.
Now Bolkinen trying to center, passes off the skate of Granlund. Final seconds now the power play, and Royal steps out.
Команда Германии играет в полном составе.
Anchored to the line, but not out. Polkin has stepped into that. It was blocked by Royal. Bounces right to Felix. Shoots. Shoots, drops it back. Gogol in, waits, winds, and shoots. And Koskinen makes the save. Racing to it is Komarov. Knocked away from Gogol. They collide hard. And now Pielmeyer way out to play to get no restrictions on where the goaltenders can play the puck. And Gogol picks it up. Head for Mason. Finds Gogol. Sharp angle shot goes up the outside. The goal scooped up there by Ansi Salmela. He finds Komarov. Leo Komarov works in. Pirella drops it back. Salmela, long shot. Pielmeyer. And all kinds of traffic, and they face off. He's going to come outside as Leo Komarov will be called for being in the crease.
Well, if he wasn't in the crease, he was going to be after Corbinian and Holzer, his former teammate, knocks him backwards onto the German goaltender, Pielmeyer. Komarov, 19 goals in the regular season, scored on the power play. The second power play goal for the Finns here.
Shots on goal are 8-6 in favor of Finland. Benefited from a couple of power plays, 3 to be exact. And there's Yannick Seidenberg, brother of Dennis. Yannick spent 1 year in North America, played for the Minnesota Tigers in the Western League. But has spent his career in Germany. Played for that German championship team in Munich. Long shot taken there by Pilstrom, but by Pielmeyer. Now Holzer gives a little bump there to Pilstrom. Antti Pilstrom was a terrific player in several world championships for the Finns, including 2011 when he won a gold medal. But in 08, when the tournament was in Halifax and Quebec City, he looked like a sure thing for the Nashville Predators. He was a mid-round pick. He's never panned out nationally. Played 54 games for 2 years, scored 3 goals.
Yeah, there was a look of more offense to Pilstrom at one time. Just 1 goal this year in an injury-interrupted campaign. Just 29 games for him.
And he was playing for Nashville at a time when the Predators were begging for scoring. There was a spot open, just couldn't seem to grab it. Played a couple years for Milwaukee in the American League and finds his way back to Finland. And subsequently into the KHL where he played this year. Cahoon shoots off a leg and wide. Topi Jakala trying to bank that out. Held by Ehrhoff. Shoots! And the save made by Koskinen, who hangs on to that. There's vintage Christian Ehrhoff.
Really good shot from Ehrhoff. Even better stop by Mikko Koskinen, who gets down into the butterfly and controls the rebound. Koskinen played 4 games in the NHL in February of 2011. Oh, relax, he's got it, it's okay. The New York Islanders second round pick, he won a couple of those 4 games, but just was not able to grab a spot, keep a spot. He's been in the KHL 3 years and done quite well.
Won a Gagarin Cup, the KHL Championship in 2015, but you mentioned 4 years in North America in the Islander organization, most of it in the American League, and a bit of it in the East Coast League, or the ECHL as they call it now, because half the teams are on the West Coast. Has to be another name they can use.
Why don't you work on that?
Yeah, top people on it. Moritz Mueller picks it up for Patrick Reimer, jumps it across the line. Reimer drops it off to Draisaitl. Loose puck squirts in front for a moment. Aho has it. Now Sebastian Aho, rink wide for Granlund. In for Koivu. Mikko Koivu dances around Reimer, throws it back in front, but Reimer picks it up and swings back behind the German goal. Draisaitl in for Gogol. Shot just missed far side. Back on the center. Akdag shoots it in. The Germans will have to tag up. That gives Pirella a chance to break ahead, along with Koskaranta. That long shot from Salmela, stopped there by Pielmeyer. Darryl Boyle, the native of Sparwood, BC, trying to clear it out. And they shoot in, glove by Pielmeyer.
Gogol had a couple assists in the in the first game, that 3-2 shootout loss to France there. Well, that's actually a stop for Koskinen, and he gets the blocker on it. And it ricochets to the corner, just one face-off left here. Laine standing on the tee, hoping that Koivu can put it there.
Off the draw, scrambled. Laine pulled the trigger, couldn't connect. It does more damage here in the first period. Got 5 points in 4 periods. The Finns have a 2-0 lead after one.
Current score is draw 1-1. В Москве встречаются команды Норвегии и Швейцарии. После первого периода счет равный 1-1.
Score of the first period, Finland 2, Germany 0. Shots on goal. In the first period, Germany 7, Finland 10. Счет после первого периода, Финляндия 2, Германия 0. Броски по воротам. В первом периоде Германия 7 бросков, Финляндия 10.
Taululla ihan mukavat lukemat. Miltä peli maistui avauserässä? Menikö käsikirjoituksen mukaan?
No ihan hyvä alku oli meiltä kyllä, että parempi kuin viime peli. Et viime pelissä oltiin vähän eka erä jaloissa ja nyt saatiin hyvä alku. Että YV toimi hyvin, pari ylivoiman maaliin, niin siitä on hyvä jatkaa.
Niin, kokeilit itsekin päästä kokeilemaan YVtä ja jo ekamatsissa se oli ihan hyvä ja nyt vielä pientä hienosäätöä. Niin mikä sun näkemys, että mikä tosta YVstä nyt tekee sen toimivan?
No siinä on hyviä pelaajia, niin kiekko liikkuu mukavasti, niin kyllä sieltä välejä aukeaa ja maaleja tulee silloin, niin se on ihan hyvä miksi.
Saksa ei näyttänyt kovin aggressiiviselta, vaan suorastaan välillä passiiviselta, mutta johtuuko se siitä, että te teitte heidän pelaamisesta sellaista?
No joo, me tiedettiin, että kaveri pelasi eilen, niin pyrittiin heti lähteä hyvällä liikkeellä tähän ekaan. Ja mun mielestä onnistuttiin hyvin, että kyllä me oltiin aika hyvin pelin päällä, että Saksa joutui vähän odottelemaan.
Vieläkö pystyy seuraaviin eri käänteen yhden turboruvin ylöspäin?
No kyllä mun mielestä se on, että niin kuin sanoin, Saksa pelasi eilen, varmaan vähän väsyneempi, että niin jaksetaan varmasti painaa kaksi erää vielä.
Kiitos paljon.
Hyvä, kiitos.
Кем бы мы ни были, чем бы ни увлекались, что бы ни любили и что бы любили не очень, наступает момент, когда все уходит на второй план, и нас объединяет одно. Это наша игра, потому что хоккей в каждом из нас. Шкода, генеральный спонсор чемпионата мира по хоккею. и болельщики, и хоккеисты. Здесь каждый старается изо всех сил и выкладывается на полную. Поэтому мы поддерживаем чемпионат мира по хоккею уже много лет. И вкладываемся в тех, кто вкладывается. Райффайзенбанк. Разница в отношении.
Introducing the 2016 IIHF Player Statistics. Team Statistics. Live updates. And introducing Hockey Cards. Your face, your team, your card. Share it with hockey fans across the world from any smart device in your own language. The 2016 IIHF app, powered by Skoda.
Skoda. Simply clever.
Pirelli. I0.
Новая шина Pirelli i0 с уникальной технологией двойного шипа Dual Stack. Отличное сцепление и торможение на льду. Зимние шины Pirelli. Будь готов к русской зиме. Pirelli.
I0.
Автоматизация складской логистики, имеющая аналогов в Восточной Европе. Собственный товарный знак «Автозапчасти Патрон» с 2004 года. Товарный знак «Патрон» зарегистрирован в 21 стране мира. Автозапчасти Патрон. Побеждаем вместе. Наш лед. Наша скорость. Наша надежность. Наш характер, наша поддержка, наши победы. Это наша игра, это наш хоккей, и это у нас не отнять. Ингосстрах, официальный партнер чемпионата мира по хоккею 2016 года.
And Leo Komarov has one of the Finnish power play goals, a 2-0 lead after 20 minutes. Still to come here tonight, France will take on Slovakia at this hour. Norway and Switzerland are tied at 1. And Sweden will play Denmark later on tonight.
Are you sure?
Yes.
That's not the other way around?
No, if you spell it this way, if you go S-W-E-D-E-N, it spells Sweden.
You were very, very happy with that, weren't you?
I'm so tired. This spells finger.
Finland and Germany.
Yeah, there you go.
Starting to get punchy.
Long day, midway through game 2 of 3 today.
We're not midway through, Gord. You know math better than this.
True. Trying to encourage myself there for a moment. Granlund with it. Ahead for Sebastian Aho, the Carolina Hurricanes second-round pick. And Bill Peters, the head coach of the Hurricanes, is here with the coach of Canada and talked about the sense he's got. Oh, what a save by Pielmeyer on Barkov.
What a pass from Granlund.
And now Barkov back with it. Lindell works his way in. Third-round pick of Dallas back in 2012. Draisaitl can't clear it out. Here's Lindell back with it. Slides it down. The backdoor pass by Jokinen just missed. And now Polka with a shot that was blocked by Tobias Rieder. Polka swings it across to Lindell. Back for Laine. Patrick Laine for Jussi Jokinen. And Draisaitl stepped into him again. Can't clear it out. And Lindell flips it back in. We saw that on a couple of occasions in the first period where it led to penalties for Germany.
But now this is what should have been an exit out of the zone. Now they're exhausted.
And the ice.
The Finns get back on the ice. This is this pass from Granlund. Look at that, right through the seam. Again, the Germans get caught. They both, and that's two NHL players, Draisaitl and Ehrhoff. They've got their sticks around their waist. The puck goes right past them, and Granlund gets enough of a lane to find Alexander Barkov, but an excellent stop from Pielmeyer.
Long drive by Reimer, gloved down by Koskinen. As Ehrhoff makes his way off for the Germans. By the way, what are you doing in 2028? That's the year that Ehrhoff will cash his last check for the Buffalo Sabres from that buyout.
Well, I think we'll both be doing the same thing. I mean, Christian Ehrhoff and I will both be retired.
Cashing checks for Buffalo Sabres?
No, I don't have any Buffalo checks.
No.
When I got bought out, there was no money involved. It was just go away.
They gave you a bus ticket?
Yeah, we've had enough of you. 2028.
Yeah. If I'm not mistaken, Rick DiPietro is 2029 for the Islanders.
I'm almost certain Bobby Bonilla is still on the Mets payroll. He's been retired a long time.
Yeah, DiPietro's $1.5 million till 2029.
And Ville Laino's got to have a run left too.
Yeah, the Sabres have a few guys that they're paying a lot of money not to play for them. I'd not play for them for a lot less money than that. Akdag works his way, brought down by Pilstrom, no penalty coming. Akdag plays it back at the point, skips over the stick of Boyle. Earl Boyle, the native of Sparwood, BC, picks it up. In the German league now for 5 years. After 4 years in Brandon and 3 in the American Hockey League. So once you obtain a country's passport, in Boyle's case, you need 2 full years in their domestic league, uninterrupted, to qualify to play for them internationally. And the German league allows 9 imports per team, by far the most of any league in Europe. And as a result, it's become a real magnet for players from North America to go to.
For a long time, it was Italy.
Yeah.
That was one of the prime destinations.
Ager brings it in, rolls off his stick. And now Koivu has it back for Pilstrom. Antti Pilstrom along with Sebastian Aho. And we mentioned Bill Peters coached Aho in a rookie camp for Carolina. Marveled at the hockey sense and intelligence of Aho.
And we ran into Ron Francis, the Hurricanes general manager at the World Junior Championship. He, too, every bit as impressed.
Koivu in, shoots, and Pielmeyer makes the stop, scoops up the rebound, and hangs on.
Carolina started to put some young people together there. They cleared out some cap space. And Cam Ward comes off the books this year. They traded Eric Stahl, and an excellent young defense. As you see Koivu trying to go up top on Bielmeier. Sebastian Aho will be a nice addition to that forward group.
Would you not agree, Ray, that if you're not winning in the draft, you're falling way behind now? You can't make up for it with free agency, trades.
Since the cap is flat, and it's probably going to be flat for a while here, you better hit on your picks. And it's not, I think people more and more now realize it's not just about the first pick that everybody sees about. It's rounds 3, 4, 5 where you've got to mine some gold if you're going to be able to be a successful team.
So the last two Stanley Cup champions, Chicago and Los Angeles, both have 9 to 10 players a night that they drafted after the first round or who are undrafted free agents.
You look at Chicago with the contributions of a guy like Andrew Shaw.
Now pass deflected right on, and that's kicked out by Koskinen.
5th round pick. Shaw's been invaluable for them. And he might be a player that's going to price himself out of Chicago this summer, a restricted free agent.
Now Cahoon in, shoots and missed high. Holzer plays it down for Gotch, leaves it there for Dominic Cahoon. Cahoon played a couple of years for Sudbury in the Ontario League. And won a league title this year with Munich in the German League. Cahoon back for Fauser to Ehrhoff. Christian Ehrhoff sends that through, tipped by Cahoon, but that was blocked. Now Gotch making his way off. And Fauser lost the handle. Lindell skates away with it. That's a Lindell. And
another Leon Draisaitl penalty.
Yeah, stick penalty on Draisaitl. And so the Finns with 2 power play goals in the bank so far will have another man advantage as Draisaitl goes off.
There's the penalty, not the first one, the second one. And even though Lindell clamps his arm on the stick at the tail end of it, that's 2 minors for Draisaitl this afternoon.
The argument the official make is he might have chicken winged you, but go put your stick in there.
That's going to get called, whether he's really deterred his progress or not. It looks like he has, and that's going to get called every time.
At the point, Lindell fell for a moment, takes the return pass and shoots, and that was blocked by Seidenberg. Seidenberg kids must have grown up blocking shots on each other. They both do it very well.
There's no dents in their garage door.
There must be
the puck never got to it.
There must have been a third brother who's been shooting it all the time. Granlund drops it down to Koivu, shoots and misses short side. Dennis Seidenberg was a champion youth tennis player in Germany, and at age 15 had to make the decision between tennis and hockey. Granlund feeds it back to Lindell. Across he goes to Pulkkinen. Pulkkinen tried to slide that pass through, blocked by Marcus King. And now Lindell can't fight it. His feet does and throws it down in the corner. Koivu back in front. Chance for Aho. Turned away by Bielmeier. Pulkkinen drops it back to Lindell. The puck on the line. Lindell feeds across to Granlund. Mikhail Granlund in for Koivu. Back in front. Oh, a quick shot. Bielmeier makes the stop. Lindell back with it. Granlund works back in. Shoots. That kicked off a stick and wide.
And the Germans handed Finland yet another chance as they had the puck with time on their stick and basically passed it to Esa Lindell. That led to another chance for Granlund.
In comes Jussi Jokinen in the corner. Racing to it is Komarov. Laine out there now. And the tail end of this Finnish power play drops it off for Jokinen. Laine was 5 points so far in 5 periods. Drops it down to Jokinen. To the goal line, Komarov, Jokinen swings it back. He hit in the shot. And that deflects wide. By the way, Toronto GM Lou Lamoriello has arrived here in St. Petersburg to watch the festivities. He'll be here tomorrow to watch Finland take on the United States. Laine trying to work in. The shot knocks it away. And Draisaitl steps out. Draisaitl chips it down in the finish zone. And Selmala picks it up. Fiorella. Kalines with Akdag in the corner. Here comes Pilsen for it for Fiorella. Back in the point is Topi Jatila. Centering pass and a shot taken there by Pilstrom, pinballs around. And Gogola trying to clear it, and finally Boyle does as he finds Akhtar. Long shoot it, knocked away somewhat awkwardly by Mikko Koskinen, and play is called. Back to the World Hockey Championship from St. Petersburg after this. Norway is taking a 2-1 lead in Moscow over Switzerland. Martin Roymark has scored there, so the Swiss have gone up to a bit of a rocky start in this World Championship. Trudeau lost to Kazakhstan, now down against Norway. A couple of years ago, the Swiss went on a 9-0 run. Got to the gold medal game against the Swedes, but they dropped that in Stockholm. Turning up more and more good players. Roman Josi just a tower of power for the Nashville Predators. Here's Draisaitl back with Leon Draisaitl. Back at the point to Thorsten Ankert. That deflects away. Now brought up the other way by Reeder. Spins and shoots. Bouncing puck away from Draisaitl. And a penalty coming this time to Finland. As Draisaitl is taken down, Mikko Koivu is going to go off for the trip.
Really a good cycling shift for the Germans. They get control of the puck below the goal line. Reeder throws it across, and there's the trip on Mikko Koivu. The Germans will try to get themselves on the board here. Their power play can be effective. They scored against France in the opener. Tobias Reeder, a rebound from in front of the net, but Patrick Reimer is their shooter. He's in this left circle.
Cahoon for Draisaitl, backdoor pass. In comes Reimer, just as advertised, and flipped it just wide. Might have been tipped there in front by defenseman Adi Otama. Cahoon, who did not play in the first game, looks down to Draisaitl. Otama comes in, another penalty, this time to Germany. And it's going to be Brooks Mason who was off. And that'll do it for the power play, 24 seconds in.
Germany's hurt themselves today a number of times. They had the puck in full control before the penalty that led to their first goal. They gave the puck away on the power play on their second goal. Brooks Mason's got an argument here. Otama grabbed his stick and jammed it underneath his arm. You see him saying, on me, he said he grabbed my stick. Otama was able to do that, and the official gets shielded from the play and makes the call, but if you're Mason, at some point you got to let that go. It's hard to do. It's easy to say from up here. It's hard to do because you don't want to chase the puck back down the ice, but there goes their power play.
Ehrhoff throws it ahead, looking for Germany and Holzer. Is tied up in the corner by Jakala. Fauser banks it back to Holzer, 4-on-4 for a minute and 15 seconds. Ehrhoff comes in. Almost stripped Jokinen of it. And now Jakala has it back and finds Barkov. Hietanen jumps it across the line for the Finns. Veteran Juuso Hietanen, the 29-year-old, playing in his 6th World Championship. Dumps it in and Ehrhoff hands it back. Holds a rink wide for Marcel Gottsch. Germans are changing. And Ehrhoff has to swing back and buy some time. 45 seconds to go in the finish penalty. Then a brief Finnish power play. Patrick Laine already retaping his stick on the Finnish bench. In comes Granlund, sends it back door. Sebastian Aho scored! And it's 3-0 Finland.
This play starts, Gord, in the neutral zone when Sebastian Aho reaches out and hooks the puck away from Christian Ehrhoff on a back check. Ehrhoff's going to go into the zone. Sebastian Aho's behind him, sweeps the puck off his stick. Now the Finns turn around. Look at that play by Aho. Sweeping the puck off his stick into Mikael Granlund, and then Billy Polka jumps up into the play. Aho's got his stick scraping the roof right here. This pass is on the tape, and the youngster makes no mistake. There's a couple of glimpses on the same play why Carolina is so fascinated by Sebastian Aho, and it's 3-0.
You see some Finns who have the letters AITI painted on their faces. During that goal celebration at 18 means mom. We wish all the moms back at home a happy Mother's Day. So Aho, the 18-year-old, has a goal.
And a couple of goals from 18-year-olds here that have helped the Finns to a 2-0 lead. What a beautiful pass from Granlund. 4 points in the tournament for Granlund. Billy Polkas keeps this play alive, and then Granlund weaves through 2 German players, and Aho does not miss, and beats Pielmeyer up in the top of the net.
It's hard to put in perspective, Ray, how rare this is, that Matthews, Lyon, and Aho, how rare it is for 18 and 19-year-old players to succeed at this championship. It's hard for 18-year-olds to dominate at the World Junior against 19-year-olds.
Well, we saw the Americans try their Michigan line, the 3 college players together. They're a little older, and they struggled in the first game. They broke them up in game 2.
There's Polka with a drive, and Pielmeyer gets a piece of that.
But it is difficult when you're younger to make a mark in this tournament. They needed some help. That is a terrific play by Sebastian Aho.
And now Polka back for it. He's all of 21.
How about the step this year, health-wise, for Mikael Granlund? 82 games. He only played 7. He played 78. Pryor was banged up a number of times. Competes hard. Just has not been able to stay healthy. He was this year. Had an excellent playoff in the first round against Dallas, and had a nice start here in the tournament.
Jussi Jokinen battling for it. 8.5 to go here in the second period. Timo Pukkanen throws it right back wide of his own goal, and Kukkonen picks it up. Lastly, Kukkonen played parts of 2 years in the NHL for Chicago and Philadelphia back in 04 to 09. As Draisaitl pulls ahead with a head of steam. Leon Draisaitl spins off Antti Salmela. And Reimer has it back, trying to center it, finds Draisaitl. And Leon Draisaitl spins away. Back guy. Spins and shoots, fires out wide of the goal. And Draisaitl has it back. Antti Pilstrom puts that down. Brown goes back for it. Still 2-1 Norway leading Switzerland. And here, 3-0 Finland on Germany. Finland, USA tomorrow is going to be fascinating on any number of levels, but the Matthews-Lyon head-to-head will be really interesting to watch. Yettinen brings it ahead.
And they know that everybody's staring at him tomorrow.
Komarov centers it, goes off the skate of a sliding Jarno Koskarento, who also plays here in St. Petersburg. Fiorello with it. And of course, here's a border with Russia. A number of top Finnish players do play in the KHL. And of course, a number of them play for Joker at Helsinki, which is in the KHL. Moved to the top Russian league a couple of years ago. There's An icing call against the Germans. 6:32 to go in the second period.
So while the game is 3-0, Germany is probably, when they look at the game, as you see the solid hit by Brown behind the net, the Germans must be disappointed with the way that they've gifted Finland opportunities to score. We've outlined that a little earlier, and example again was that third goal that they have the puck, they have full control of it at the red line, and I guess 7 or 8 seconds later it's in their net on a nice play by Aho to steal the puck from Christian Ehrhoff.
Aho has it again, tries to drop it back for Koivu. And Masick has it now. Brooks Masick comes in across the line. Drops it back to Gogula. Masick a tangle up there with Lindell in behind the goal. Gogula feeds it back. Boyle a shot. Then Lindell up high in the head. And then Akdag with a shot that pinballed wide.
Lindell still checking his mouth as that puck deflected off a couple of players up into his face.
Aho, the loose goal scorer for Finland, 3-0 here in St. Petersburg. Top group of the World Hockey Championship for the 10th consecutive year. The concern for German hockey is at the youth level. Relegated in 2015 in the World Junior in Toronto and Montreal. Could not qualify out of the B group this past year. In fact, finished 5th out of 6 teams in that qualification tournament. We talked about the import rule in Germany, the fact they allowed 9. So in a lot of cases for young German players, there's simply no place to play. At the top level, most of the spots are taken by foreigners.
So the private club teams aren't really too concerned about that.
No, and they control the development system. So there's an ongoing battle between the German Federation and the club team. The Federation is arguing that we need more spots for German players. There's kids switching moms at home and Happy Mother's Day. So a contract has been signed between the German league team and the Federation that they will eventually reduce it to 5 imports per team. Gradually get down to that number over 8 years. The German teams are profitable.
You have to think of it in this way. If it were that rule in Canada, and we didn't have as many players, why would young kids play if there's nowhere to top out at?
Right. And you could argue that the Canadian Hockey League does just that. Laine busting in on Royal Laine. It shoots. Penalty coming. Holding goal, not a penalty shot. So Laine busts in. And Royal will go off for the hold. And the Finns are going back to the power play. And Laine pleads his case for a penalty shot.
Well, perhaps. Royal does a terrific job closing the gap here. Laine not able to pull away from him. You see how close that was to being elevated into the top of the net. He leans on his stick. He's a big kid. And that's probably less than a half a foot from being in the top of the net.
Komarov wins the faceoff back to Jokinen. Hietanen to Jokinen. And Laine parked on the left face-off circle. Hietanen feeds it across. Laine has a look. Tried that rink-wide pass. Second time Gosh has picked that off since he got beat for the goal. And set it out. Fool me once, shame on you.
Well, that's
shame on me, sorry.
That's being aware for Marcel Gosh. The first time he got burned on it. not since.
Seidenberg goes back. And Emerhoff with it. Backhanded back down the ice. Here's Hietanen with it. Playing the 6th World Championship, also an Olympian for the Finns. No country punches above its weight like Finland. A country of 5 million people. Sebastian Aho drops it back for Lindell. Less than a minute to go in this power play. Under 4 to go now in the second period. Coyne works his way in.
In my jersey rating system, Gord,
yes,
I much prefer the Finnish blues.
Oh, okay.
Yourself?
Yeah.
I think they look great. The French jerseys we saw yesterday, I don't know if that's their 3rd jersey we saw the fans.
It is their
oh
3rd,
my gosh, they should wear that more often.
That's their retro. Finns have a great retro uniform that they wore as well at the World Junior. As Granlund comes in. While we're talking fashion, that's a question for you. Mikko Koivu's playing in at least his 11th international tournament. He walks in back across. Granlund missed him.
I don't have an answer for your question.
Does he not have a pair of blue and white gloves somewhere in the garage?
And now the gloves, the guys get them in the morning. They can pretty much wear them in the afternoon. And he's still got his Minnesota Wild green.
His Minnesota mitts on.
Those do not match either.
There are some great international uniforms, but Finland's blue is right up there with the best of them. And Lindell tries to lift it up, bounces down to Mason, works in and shoots and just missed far side. Constantine Brown back with it. Down he goes to Mason. And that pass forces Anchor to leave his own. Now the play offside at the finish line.
The much talked about Patrick Laine. A couple of points in the first period on that one on the power play when he just unloads that pass, or the pass from Hietanen. There he goes to Jokinen, to Komarov for the power play goal to make it 2-0. Pulled down here in the second period for a power play that doesn't capitalize for the Finns, but another busy night for Patrick, and productive night for Patrick Laine.
Savola around for Yakula to Komarov. Leo Komarov goes rink wide. Centering pass, tip it out, score! Koskaranta tips home the Panthers, and it's 4-0 Finland.
What a dish from Leo Komarov. Koskaranta, who you mentioned just a few moments ago, plays here in St. Petersburg. With his first goal of the tournament, he's going to go to the net. And watch Leo Komarov. This is an unreal backhand pass. That's about 90 feet across the ice. Another nice pass from Saladin, who gets inside Brown in the middle of the ice, and Koskaranta makes it 4-0.
Koskaranta was a big goal scorer in the Finnish League at 22 one year for Tampere. Has since come to St. Petersburg, playing in his 2nd World Championship for the Finns. Finland has produced 2 of the greatest goal scorers in National Hockey League history, in Jari Kurri and Teemu Selanne. We mentioned that the Finnish League Playoff MVP Award is named in honor of Kurri, who, like Selanne and several others, has his international number retired by the Finnish Federation. With a chance for Reimer, that's blocked by Pulkkinen. And a chance now for a 2-on-1. Pilstrom busts in, thrown down by Holzer. Oh, and then Pilstrom takes a little Holzer and drops his glove. Had the right hand caught. You're on the wrong side of the Atlantic for that.
That's a brutal play by Pilstrom. Brutal. If Holzer would have hit him here, he would have got kicked out, and I would have been fine with it. That is dirty and cheap. And there's no way that kid's going to do that if he's worried about getting beat up. I hate this play. So he's mad that Holzer's stronger and throws him to the ice. Watch this cross check. He's trying to cross-check him right in the head.
Look at that.
And he's not I don't want to sound like a Neanderthal here, but look at him. He's sitting there because there's no danger. It's ridiculous. Holzer's going to end up with a penalty here. That should be 5 minutes for Pilstrom. That's an attempt to injure. Oh, look, Holzer is hot. Have no respect for that play, none, zero.
Holzer is glaring at Pilstrom. Now the officials are beginning to talk about it, and there might be more than two for Pilstrom. Referees are Konstantino Lenin from Russia and Tim Meyer from the U.S.
Remember, there was no penalty called on the initial play by Holzer here. And that's it. I don't care if he makes contact or not. That's an attempt to injure. Holzer's going to get 2 for roughing for sure. We'll see what comes out of here as the officials talking to IIHF and Koivu. It looks like 4 and 2. And I think the Germans are going to end up with a power play here.
Talking in the middle right now to Koivu.
You can tell this isn't going quite the Finns' way because Koivu's a little more animated in the discussion. Timo Pulkkinen joins Pilstrom in the box.
Well, markers of misconduct coming here. 2 posts on the board to Pilstrom. That's the only pick we've shown so far.
Garbinian Holzer. 2 minutes penalty for roughing.
Holzer gets 2 for roughing.
Misconduct penalty.
And a misconduct.
Team Finland, number 41, IT Petersburg. 4 minutes penalty for roughing.
Pilstrom gets the extra 2.
Did Holzer get the misconduct for compassion? Pilstrom was protected by the rules. That's the only thing that saved him, in my opinion.
So there is no misconduct to Pilstrom, but he gets the extra 2.
That's a garbage play.
At the line, IIHF on this German power play. To Cahoon for Draisaitl. So a chance now for the Germans, and they take advantage of it as Masek gets the last touch. And a power play goal draws it back within 3.
What a release by Brooks Masek. 21 goals in 52 games this year in the German League. 5 years in the Western Hockey League with Tri-City and Calgary. His last year he had 80 points in junior. We mentioned he was a 4th round pick by Detroit in the 2010 draft. And he wastes no time taking this feed from Draisaitl. Cahoon and Draisaitl change places, and Masek shot breaks the shutout, and it's 4-1.
By the way, the Holzer misconduct is for abuse of an official.
And so he must have snapped somewhere along the line there.
Hard to blame him.
By number 29, Leo Draisaitl, and number 74,
So
Dominic Cahoon.
that takes care of the power play for Germany. Now 5-on-5. Draisaitl and Cahoon draw the assists on the goal by Masek. So Draisaitl has his first point in this World Championship. 100 minutes to go now, the second period. Holzer will cool his heels for another 8 minutes on the misconduct.
It's going to be a long misconduct because he's going to sit here for the intermission as well. And by the time he gets back on the ice,
I think he'll still be hot.
He may remember where Pilstrom is.
He had that right hand, though, with the glove off. He was ready to go. Which, of course, he can do playing for Anaheim or San Diego in the American League. Reeder picks it up, 10 seconds to go in the period. Draisaitl brings it in. Leon Draisaitl with Germany changing. Finds Tobias Reeder, in comes Cahoon with it now. Final seconds, Cahoon throws it back in front. Reeder can't get to it. And it's cleared away by Sebastian Aho. So Masek with a goal for Germany. After the Finns put 4 straight on the board. That's a 4-1 finish lead after 40 minutes here at the 2016 World Hockey Championship.
The second period, Team Norway leads 3-1. В Москве закончился второй период матча между командами Норвегии и Швейцарии. Со счетом 3-1 лидирует в матче команда Норвегии.
Score after second period. Finland 4, Germany 1. Shots on goal. In the second period, Germany 5, Finland 7. После второго периода счет 4-1 в пользу команды Финляндии. Броски поворотов во втором периоде.
Sebastian Aho, mitä jäi päällimmäisenä mieleen tästä aika värikkäästä kakkoserästä?
No joo, tapahtumia oli kumpaakin päähän ja jäähyjä ja muita, että pitää saada vähän tasaisemmaksi tätä viimeistä erää.
Kerrohan sitten siitä omasta maalista, minkälainen tilanne, miten se lähti rakentumaan ja haistuitko kaukaakin, että nyt tulee hyvä syöttö?
No joo, Mikke pääsi sinne vasempaan laitaan, tai pääsi sieltä sisään alueelle ja itse koitin ajoittaa omaa vauhdin sinne oikealle kaistalle, että pääsi saapumaan suoraan ja hyvä syöttö ja hyvä, että meni maaliin.
Tuuletuksesta päätellen se oli vähän niin kuin poikkeuksellisen tärkeän oloinen maali.
No kyllä se on ainakin vätän maali.
Mikä näkemys sulle jäi tästä kakkoserän lopusta? Siinä oli vähän kaikenlaista.
No niin kuin sanoin, että siinä oli vähän erinäköisiä tilanteita, että tuo 3. erää niin keskitytään omaan hommaan ja pysytään pois boksista.
Sano lyhyesti vielä, nyt kun 1 erä on jäljellä ja tiedetään, että saksalaiset on jo eilisestä iltapelistäkin väsyneitä, niin onko se vauhti vaan, jolla ne hyydytetään?
No kyllä meidän pitää luottaa omaan luisteluun, että joka pelissä niin koittaa haastaa meidän luistelua. Meillä on hyviä luisteluvoimisia hyökkäjiä.
Kiitos paljon.
Kiitos.
Двойным малым штрафом накажен антипильстер номер 41 команда Финляндии.
С какой бы проблемой ни столкнулся ваш бизнес, у нас всегда найдется надежное решение.
Все о спорте. Здесь и сейчас. Новости, видео, интервью. Попади в точку. Чемпионат.ком. Чемпионат – главное слово в спорте.
Он всегда скрыт от взглядов, его хватка не вызывает сомнений. Именно на нем все держится. И когда нужен результат, его обеспечит Целизит. За надежную хватку отвечает плиточный клей, а затирка за безупречный внешний вид. За результатом стоит Целизит. Качество для профессионалов.
Это больше, чем спортивная форма. Это знак почета, символ гордости. И когда они надевают его, они не просто игроки. Они атланты, несущие на плечах свою страну, храбро сражаясь против лучших в мире. Именно спине вам ничего не скажет. Главное – это герб на груди. Самые яркие звезды хоккея съедутся в Торонто, чтобы выяснить, чья сборная сильнее. Кубок мира по хоккею 2016. Билеты уже в продаже.
Getting some of the third period here in St. Petersburg, Russia. Second of 3 games today. Still to come tonight. France will take on Slovakia. And tomorrow, Patrick Laine and Team Finland will take on Austin Matthews and Team USA. In a game that will have a host of subplots and intrigue on both sides of the ocean. 18-year-old players having their every move dissected by NHL scouts, trying to figure out who they're going to stake their franchise on with a top 2 pick.
Yeah, the difference is most of the time franchisers are doing that in the junior playoffs. But just think of that. You're committing millions of dollars in the future of your franchise to a teenager.
Right. Imagine if NFL teams had to draft high school players.
Already hard enough for them. The difference is that, you know, the guys they draft have to start. Like their first rounders, they better start and make an impact like yesterday.
There's Barkov with a quick shot, kicked out by Pielmeyer. And flipped down by Garrett Fauser. Germany back in action against Slovakia on Tuesday, then Canada on Thursday. And the Finns will close out the round robin a week from Tuesday against Canada. And a great test for both teams. Could be top spot in this Group B on the line. The question is, out of that bowl of spaghetti that is Group A, who's going to come out as the 4th place team and play the top seed? Sometimes Russia drops down in its round robin group and winds up as a 4 seed. Russians had their hands full with Kazakhstan today before pulling out a 6-4 win.
Kazakhstan's had a nice start.
Yeah. Picked up the shootout win over Switzerland in their opener. And now Sebastian Aho fires it down, bounces off the end boards, and Pielmeyer's got to be careful with that. Mikhail Granlund looking for the loose puck.
Germany gets on the board late in the second period on the power play. It's Brooks Masick scores. This was the penalty that, or this was earlier when Pilstrom and Holzer got tangled up behind the net. Holzer throws Pilstrom down. That's the play that I can watch 100 times and hate every time.
And Holzer got a 10-minute misconduct for abuse of an official out of that. A misconduct he is now serving. Looked in the air by Komarov. Draisaitl picks it up, and Komarov steals it away from him. Loose in the corner now, picked out by Lassi Kukkonen, former Philadelphia Flyers, Chicago Blackhawks. As you mentioned, the lead pass goes to Koskaranta. Koskaranta sends that through the crease out of the reach of an on-rushing Leo Komarov. Boyle has Komarov all over him. Koskaranta picks up the loose puck. Took it away from Draisaitl and feeds it back at the point for Salmela. Salmela to Komarov, and the Finns are changing. Komarov buys some time, finds Jakala. And Topi Jakala drifted that shot wide of the goal. Back goes Jakala now. 5th round pick of Florida back in 2002. Another member of that gold medal winning team in 2011 for the Finns. In comes Pilstrom, penalty coming.
That's going to be Pilstrom for slashing.
As he came dashing in and knocked the stick out of the German defender's hand.
It's a pretty strong move here by Pilstrom. There's the penalty as he just knocks the stick out of Ankert's hands. Tough penalty to take. In that you're just battling for position and shape, however, Pilstrom called, and Germany goes back to the power play.
Well, the Germans who scored a power play goal late in the second period get a man advantage here early in the third and a chance to draw within 2. Hager in for the face-off against Koivu. Koivu wins the draw cleanly across to Hietinen. Up the center ice it goes. Koivu picks it off. And now Gogola comes back for Germany. Head for Schutz. And quickly up for Reeder. Tobias Reeder with a shot. And that's deflected by Hitman and up and out of play. Reeder had a breakout year for Arizona this year. 14 goals for him in a full season.
He's just 23 years old. Dave Tippett uses him in a variety of ways. Can move him around the lineup. Very dependable player. And 14 goals won't top it out for Reeder. He's got more offense coming.
Now Boyle has that shot blocked by Coscaranta. Reeder slides it down and behind the goal. Hager brings it out. Jam play in front of the net. Loose puck picked up by Coscaranta. And Ultima on his backhand couldn't clear it out. Reeder steps into him. Back at the point, held by Boyle. Back for Reeder. Works his way in. Steps around Ultima. Still has it. It's in front for Schutz, who had goaltender Mikko Koskinen down for a moment. Now Schutz back with it. Schutz. Watched by Kukin, tries to center, kick the hit by Gogola. The puck bounces away from Hager. And this time on the backhand, Ultima gets it out. Lead pass to Hager. Germany changing, getting fresh legs on the ice for the power play. Draisaitl into the corner for Reimer. Patrick Reimer spins free and rings it around for Gogola.
I'm not sure why Masek isn't on this power play. He scored their power play goal earlier.
Draisaitl centers it, just missed by Gogola.
Now he's standing up at the bench. He's trying to get on the ice.
Here's Boyle, now a long shot, save made by Koskinen. Rebound, the jam away. Boyle holds the line, feeds across for Reimer. Back to Boyle. To Reimer, winds and shoots. That was blocked by Jakala. Boyle can't hold the line as the Finns clear it out. Lead pass misses Draisaitl, and with 10 seconds to go the German power play, they ice it.
Boyle gets a quick delivery to the net. Draisaitl tips it. Koskinen the stop, and then Draisaitl just whips here on the rebound. Doesn't get much on it. It was a good deflection. Boyle shoots the puck well from the point. Doesn't take much time to deliver it.
And now time winds down as Billstrom steps back on. 5 minutes gone here in the third period, a 4-1 finish lead. Finland has won the last 5 minutes between these two countries at the World Championship. 2 of those 5 games have gone beyond regulation. Aho brings it in. Sebastian Aho swings it back. It was almost picked off. Now is by Draisaitl. 3-on-2 Germany. Draisaitl brings it across to Masek. Back in front. Kuhn can't quite reach it. The bouncing puck scooped up by Koivu. Long lead pass for Granlund. He's got Aho with him. Granlund works in, waits. Granlund still waiting. The passing lane blocked by Ehrhoff. Draisaitl. Masek down the pass, and now shot in by Cahoon as Germany will change.
I can't help but think that Germany must be disappointed here, Gord. It's 4-1. They gifted 3 of the goals to the Finns. One thing Marco Stern told us is he felt they would work harder than they did last year. He felt that they had a better group of players this year. And through the 5.5 periods plus the overtime that we've seen, that's certainly been the case compared to last year.
Marcel Gotch gets knocked down by Hetman. Bowser comes in. Gotch still reaching for it.
Look at Barkov work away at the puck here.
Finally forced it free. Kept alive though for Mueller for a moment. And now Jokinen swings back for it. You see Jokinen across to Topi Jakala. Here's Jakala with it. Lifts that down in the German zone right on goal. And a snow shower from Komarov on German netminder Timo Pielmeyer. 4-1 Finland leads here in the third period. Masek from Winnipeg has the German power play goal. They trail 4-1 here in the third period. Been some rough stuff in this game. The U.S. game against Belarus got very chippy last night. We'll see Canada against Belarus tomorrow here at the World Championship. Escaranta for Lindell, got squeezed there by Hager. And back up the center ice it goes. Akdag goes to the head for Marcus King. Shots are 18-16 in favor of Finland. 5-on-5, you could argue that Germany's been close to the Finns. Problems in the Finnish power play and a lot of German penalties. Here's Kink with it. Tied up by Otsuma. Now Pierrella forced it free for the Finns. Tied up by Kink, who spun him around. And Kink has it back for the German. Marcus Kink. Shoots it down the Finnish zone. Moved up the puck by Kukkonen and slides it across to Otsuma. Billstrom throws that wide of the goal. And Kukkonen missed on it. Now tapped ahead and moved out by Schutz. After Gogula to Felix Schutz. The puck bounced away from him as Pilstrom picks it back up. Wrong. Back to Erhoff. Hammers that down in the finish zone. By the way, the holds of misconduct is about to expire in a couple of minutes.
That's a 35-minute penalty.
Right, because he's at through the intermission. Brings it ahead for Draisaitl. Draisaitl takes the return pass from Reeder. Tobias Reeder back for Royal. Cross he goes to Cahoon with a long shot. Hit the skate of Draisaitl, forced it free from him. And penalty coming out of the Finn. Cahoon spins back in the corner. Gogula comes on as the extra skater. The puck moved away. And back to pick it up is Erhoff. Again, the Germans score here with the goaltender out. They'll still get a power play. Cahoon lines in, finds Draisaitl. Draisaitl to Gogula. Now Gogula back at the line and the puck leaves the zone. Royal to Draisaitl. He falls and finally Granlund touches up. And with 10:34 to go in the third period, the Germans will go to the power play.
Germany's controlled more of the play here in the third period and earn a power play as Hietanen's going to wrap up Draisaitl right to the right of Mikko Koskinen. So the German power play, which scored at the end of the second period, Brooks Masek with the goal, is getting their second opportunity of this period.
Boyle bounce out across, but Pierrella plays it out. Now Boyle gathers it back up. Darryl Boyle with Tobias Reeder. Kukkonen goes to it and plays it back out to center ice. Lead pass goes to Hager for Reeder. Flips it across to Schutz. In comes Felix Schutz with it to Hager. Put up now to Gogula. And back to Hager. His centering pass goes all the way back to Boyle. Snaps it across to Gogula. Komarov watching him closely. Laid down now to Schutz. Felix Schutz banks it back to Gogula. And now Schutz goes back. Boyle with a drive. Goes off the stick of Koivu wide. Now Hager has it back. Hager. Puts it back across and Komarov gets a stick on that to knock it out.
Komarov, such a good penalty killer. He's smart, he's skate, he's willing.
Jakala Up to Coscaranta. And now Pierella helping to play keep away. As there's 40 seconds left in the German power play, it bounces down to Pielmeyer, who swoops it away. Pierella's back on for the Finns. And finally, IIHF picks it up. Christian IIHF. Up ahead for Draisaitl, Leon Draisaitl. Rink wide to Cahoon. Dominic Cahoon back for Draisaitl. With time, centers it. Mason, a quick shot.
Wow, that's the same play he scored on. Does he get rid of the puck in a hurry? Draisaitl lays this into the middle. Oh, that hits the head of Koskinen. About 3 inches to the side, and Masick would have had a second one. Corbinian Holzer shaking off the concrete of his legs of the last 30 minutes that he's been serving a misconduct.
And the puck cleared down the ice by Lindell. Off the face-off win by Koivu. Serving the same function for Finland it is for the Minnesota Wild. Take about half the draws in a game. Our play's over. Draisaitl has it back for Cahoon. Down to Cahoon, works in, shoots the short side. Boka for Hietinen. His pass misfires for Salonen, and it's icing against the Finns. 8:18 to go here in the third period.
Finns playing almost a prevent here in the third period. They haven't advanced the puck much at all. Just chip it out of the zone. They've been short-handed a couple times, and most of the play has been in this half of the ice.
Lindell banks it off the sideboard, picked up by Moritz Mueller, back for Royal. Dennis Royal played for Lewis in the Quebec Major Junior League, and then pass ahead for Reimer. Lindell looks ahead for Lyonnais. And with the penalty trouble Finns have had, Lyonnais' ice time's been cut here. Late second, early third. Now the quick shot taken there by Germany's Patrick Reimer, knocked away by Koskinen. Reimer back with it. Drops it back. Dodge a quick shot. Koskinen makes a stop. And he'll hang on. 7:37 to go here in the third period. You're watching the 2016 World Hockey Championship. Ferraro here in St. Petersburg, Russia. Dennis Bayak and Shane Knight are in Moscow for this 2016 World Hockey Championship. Norway with a 3-2 lead on Switzerland in the third period.
And in my uniform critique, the Swiss are wearing the right jerseys tonight. I like their reds.
Okay.
Yourself? White or red?
Yeah, red, sure. Seidenberg in shoots, and that's knocked away by Koskinen. Whose white do you like? You know whose I like? U.S.
That's a sharp. I like the old U.S.
Yeah,
the 1960 jerseys.
Yeah, with USA written diagonally.
Very sharp. I think I like the simplicity of the jersey. I'm not crazy about the over-the-shoulder patch thing that both teams actually have going here. I will say I've never been once consulted on fashion for a jersey.
And I will say...
Oh, no, that's not correct.
Really?
We were asked when I was with the Islanders what we thought of the Fisherman jersey.
Yeah.
And they said, we were told in the meeting, it was the same guy that designed the Florida Panthers original jersey.
Okay.
And my first comment was he had a bad day.
The Fisherman on Steroids logo, yes. That was, you actually wore some really unfortunate...
No, but I left. I was gone.
Oh, yeah.
That's not why I left, but I was fortunate to leave before that travesty of a jersey was worn.
Because you wore the Burger King uniform in L.A. The Druid.
That was unfortunate.
Yeah.
Never did quite figure out Atlanta's jersey.
There's Koivu shoving it towards the goal. You also got to wear some of the best ones as Koivu shoots, and save is made by Pielmeyer. St. Louis.
The Blues.
The Rangers.
The Blues, the Rangers, and maybe the most underrated of them all, Hartford's.
Hartford, a great unit. Shoots. Rink wide he goes. Reimer in. Shoots at the crossbar.
Oh, what a shot. Quick release by Gogola up off the bar.
Gogola, not Reimer. And in comes Granlund with it. Hartford had the great logo. Had the WHA in it as part of their World Hockey Association past. The whale tail, the H for Hartford in it as well.
That's very sharp. Nice catch by Leo Komarov on the bench, and he spikes it back onto the ice. There's Philip Gogola, a nice rush up the ice by Germany. Hager gets it out wide to him, and he beats Koskinen up over the shoulder. Really quick transition by Germany. Haven't seen this very much this afternoon and evening, and Koskinen's in good position. That's a great look, isn't it? Right off the pipe and out.
5.5 to go here in the third period. I like Canada's whites, by the way.
I like the reds, though.
Just to be disagreeable.
No, I can agree.
Grudgingly. Penalty coming out of Germany. That long shot taken by Polka. Knocked down by Holzer.
It's a high stick.
And Christian Ehrhoff will go off.
Ehrhoff and Laine come together in the corner. It's a 2-minute high sticking penalty. As Laine reverses into Ehrhoff, Ehrhoff's stick comes up and hits him right in the mask. The Germans 2 power play goals in the first period in short order to take a 2-0 lead. Back to the power play with just over 5 left.
Just 7 shots on goal between the two teams here in the third period. Hietanen for Laine. Back to Hietanen. Jokinen, centering pass for Komarov, dribbles back to Laine. Patrick Laine. Tries that rink wide pass again, it works. Jokinen shoots, loose puck sitting there. Picked up by Fauser and sent down the ice.
That wasn't as clean as the Komarov goal in the first, but that was about an inch away from the exact same play.
Hietanen up for Laine. In comes Patrick Laine in the Finnish power play. Brings it around for Komarov, shields it off for Barkov. Alexander Barkov. Second overall pick himself to the Florida Panthers a couple of years ago. Drops it back to Laine. For Hietanen, long shot through traffic, blocked by Kink. And Marcus Kink is away short-handed. Works it on Hietanen, tries to buy some time. And now feeds it all the way back to Sinan Akdag. In comes Yannick Seidberg, now short-handed at the side of the goal. Now a wraparound try, it's knocked away by Granlund. 50 seconds to go in this Finnish power play. Granlund works it along with Aho, Sebastian Aho. Drops it back for Koivu, couldn't quite reach it, the puck leaves the zone. Esa Lindell, up for Mikael Granlund. Granlund will wind his way in. Pulkkinen to Lindell, to Koivu. On the goal line to Granlund. Back to Koivu. For Lindell. Koivu tees it up and shoots a little half flap shot. That's tip wide of the goal. Pulkkinen picks it up. Kind of his punch 9-iron there. Aho down to Granlund. Centering pass from Aho. He flips that wide. And the penalty to Ehrhoff expired. Back spun around there by Granlund. And play continues. It's knocked down by Pulkkinen. Keeps it alive for Kukkonen. off the bench from Salonen. That shot was blocked. And now Fanning was out the mat. And Gosh knocked it down for Germany. They stick up the midsection of Salonen. And Tommy Salonen settles things down as there's 2.5 to go in the third period.
How has this turned into scrambled eggs? This is a mess.
You know what? I like scrambled eggs a lot more than this. Scrambled eggs are good.
Scrambled eggs are really good.
Another analogy, maybe?
No. Scrambled eggs are messy. Slopped up together. That's what we've been watching. This is not slopped up. Laine, Jokinen, Komarov, a beautiful power play goal. And then on this last power play, you see the difference. The puck is deflected once, and then this time Pielmeier gets a pad on it, or else it was a tap in for Leo Komarov. The Finns start off well, a couple of wins. Beat Belarus 6-2, and they're going to coast home here with a 4-1 lead.
Now Pilcher with it, centers it. And Royal picks it up now for the Germans. Moritz Mueller goes back. There's around for Royal and Pilstrom.
2 minutes left in the
got it to Mueller there. And now Mueller eyeing up Pilstrom, who skates away from him. Laid back at the point, Jokela finds Pierella. He shoots at the deflected wide. Pierella back on it. At the point is Salmela. Salmela winds in. Still on it. Salmela steps away from Royal. Draisaitl. Mueller. Dominic Cahoon. Up to for Draisaitl, and we got 2 minutes on the ice against Germany with 1:21 to go in the third period. Looks like Mueller came on.
Oh, Holzer's hot again. Marco Sturm not as amused by the penalty call. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's the 6th one.
Yeah. So before Royal got off, it's actually a more generous 2-minute with the ice rule in the IIHF than the NHL. You've got more room to do it. The NHL's a 5-foot rule, which gets extended dramatically. But
by number 74, Dominic Cahoon.
The Finns will finish this off on the power play unless they score here with 81 seconds left.
And Koivu for the draw against Marcus King. Picked up by Seidberg, shorthanded along with King. And Marcus King moves in on Laine. Aho plays it down for Laine. 5 points in 2 games so far for the Finns. Lindell flips it down. Inside a minute to go in the third period. Still to come tonight. France for Slovakia, and that shot ticks off the post. Up and out of play with 49 seconds remaining.
Bit of a funny bounce below the goal line here as the puck deflects off of King's skate and stick right to Sebastian Aho. Aho spins, and it's his turn to hit the crossbar up into the netting.
Busting out is Derek Fauser with it now, shorthanded. Try to throw that back in front. In comes Laine with it, Patrick Laine. 30 seconds to go in the period. Lindell to Granlund. Laine all teed up for the shot if they can find him. Granlund, Lindell, slides it across. Laine does not shoot. Trying to thread the needle again, but goes back to Lindell. To Granlund, back to Laine. One-time shot blocked by Royal. That stuck Royal. 10 seconds going down the period. Lion flips it back in front. Out, can't get a shot away. Here's Granlund. Back down, Koivu to Lion. Wait, shoots, scores! Patrick Lion strikes again. And the Finns lead by 4.
Two goals and an assist in each of the first 2 games from Lion. Roy Allen made an excellent block here on Lion and he goes and retrieves the puck. And it's a bit of a broken play as the attempt is there from Koivu, but it goes right through Royale's stick. Look at the patience of Lion. He knows there's no shot there immediately. He hangs onto it, leans on it, and with 3.7 seconds left, makes it 5-1.
By the way, with 10 seconds to go in Moscow, and the net empty, Félicien Dubois scored for Switzerland to tie that game. So they're apparently going to overtime, but here Finland wins it by a final score of 5-1 over Germany. The Finns go to 2-0 in the tournament. The Germans have a shootout loss, and now this regulation loss for 1 point. And that man, Patrick Laine, is a big factor once again for the Finns. The 18-year-old right now is the scoring leader at this World Hockey Championship.
Team score Norway and Switzerland are playing now in Moscow. After team period, scorers go 3-2-3. В Москве закончилось основное матче между командами Норвегии и Швейцарии. После 3 периодов счет равный 3-3.
The best players of each team will be awarded by Raiffeisen Bank International, official sponsor of the 2016 IIHF Ice Hockey World Championship. Дамы и господа, Raiffeisen International Bank, официальный спонсор чемпионата мира по хоккею 2016 года в России, учредил специальный приз лучшим игрокам матча. The prize will be presented by Alexander Perelman, Deputy Chairman of the St. Petersburg Committee of Physical Culture and Sport. Приз вручает Александр Борисович Перельман, заместитель председателя Комитета по физической культуре и спорта Санкт-Петербурга. Best Player of Team Germany. Лучший игрок команды Германии. Number 74, номер 74, Доминик Кахун. The prize will be presented by Mr. Harry Nummela, President of the Finnish Ice Hockey Association. Приз вручает Harry Nummela, президент Ассоциации хоккея на льду Финляндии. Best Player of Team Finland, лучший игрок команды Финляндии. Number 71, номер 71, Лео Комаров.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the national anthem of today's game winner, Finland! Дамы и господа, мы благодарим волонтеров за помощь в организации матчей чемпионата мира по хоккею в Петербурге.
Taululla lukemat 5-1, Suomelle tärkeät sarjapisteet. Kiva nähdä, että hymykin irtoaa. Mikä on päävalmentajan päällimmäinen ajatus kokonaisuutena tästä pelistä?
No kyllä, pelaajat lupas parempaa starttia mitä edellisessä pelissä ja minun mielestä meidän eka erä oli kyllä jäätävää lätkää, että siinä otettiin 2-0 johto ja pidettiin sitten loppuun asti, että kokonaisuus hyvä, aika rikkonainen, paljon jäähyjä, että se sotki vähän meidän viisikopelaamista, mutta kuitenkin fokus pysyy siinä voittamisessa.
Näetkö, että Leijonin peli oli tänään riittävän kurinalaista?
No ei siitä ollut kiinni, että jäähyjä tulee, että meidän pitää olla, tuo linja alkaa löytyä, että mailojen kanssa pitää olla varovainen.
Entä ylivoimapeli? Tänään tuli taas paljon tulosta ja oli niitä pieniä kokeiluita. Mikä näkemys nyt siitä?
No siis 3 YV-maalia, että mä halusin nähdä tuon Laineen tuossa Koivujen rinnalla kanssa, että tästä täytyy kuitenkin koko ajan ajatella niin kuin isossa kuvassa, kun mennään eteenpäin, että me halutaan olla parempia.
Aika nopeasti tästä tietysti katse joukkueella kääntyy huomisiltaan. Aivan erilainen vastus USA. Mikä oli tämän pelin tärkein anti ajatellen sitä seuraavaa USA-peliä?
No voittaminen. Kyllä me voitettiin kuitenkin, se tuo meille positiivista energiaa ja tässä on kuitenkin ihan, ei tää nyt niin back-to-back peliä ja sen ihmeellisempää ole, että huolehditaan mediat ja ruokailut ja levot ja lätkyttelyt ja ravinnot ja ollaan sillä lailla, kerätään voimia sinne huomiseen iltaan, että ollaan siinä valmiita.
Kiitos paljon.
Joo, kiitos.